Michael Goldman, I think, says pre-sear versus post-sear. There's a lot of talk about whether you should sear your meat first, and there's two main reasons to do it. The first one is to kill anything that's on the meat, on the outside of it, before you sous vide it. Generally, lactobacillus, that can grow at the temperatures that you sous vide at. And that's also why some people dunk it in boiling water before they sous vide it for, 5 or 10 seconds, just enough to kill everything that's on the outside. If you've ever cooked like a chuck roast for 36 hours and it starts to balloon and you open it and it smells horrible, that's probably what it was. The temperatures in sous vide kill the dangerous stuff, but lactobacillus can last at a lot of those temperatures and it smells really bad. I believe it's the same bacteria that makes funky cheeses smell funky. So it's not dangerous at all, but it doesn't smell appealing. And I found that this is really dependent on the environment that you're in. I've never run into it myself, but some people really run into it a whole lot. So if you run into that issue, then either sear it or dunk it in boiling water before cooking it. The other reason to pre-sear is to add flavor and basically help out your post-sear. So for most things, I would never recommend only pre-searing. You want to pre-sear and then also sear at the end. What the pre-sear does is it makes the post-sear happen more quickly. You already have a lot of the, I don't understand the chemistry behind this, but you have a lot of the searing changes that need to happen have already happened, and so the post-sear goes more quickly. I personally never pre-sear. I'm generally pretty lazy, so that's kind of where I optimize for laziness in a lot of ways. But that's where some people do it, and if you're trying to, my parents always joke around that I always go for like 80% perfect, and that's 20% effort, 80% of the results. And some people want the 90%, 95%, and they're willing to spend 2 or 3 times longer on a meal than I am in most cases. And that's where the pre-sear can really come in when you're trying to do that. So I don't pre-sear. Some people do. If you're trying to really maximize your flavor and your post-sear, then it's definitely something you can look at.